What's up, everybody? It's the DFS Whisperers coming live with an NBA video for tomorrow's slate and possibly not half sleep.
That was a happy ass what's up. What's up, family? How's everybody doing? I gotta match your happiness.
I know, right? But I had to rewatch yesterday's video. Man, I was tripping over my words.
It's all right, man. You were sleepy as hell.
That was funny as hell.
Yeah.
That whole Covington and Charlotte and Brooklyn bit.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. But, today was an L day for me, man. I got too cute, man. Marvin Williams just hurt me.
Yeah,
I should have just kept. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Marvin Williams hurt a lot. And,
Marvin Williams, Marcus Morris, man, they hurt me today. And Elfrid Payton, I was like, finally, man, Fizdale has calmed down, and Fizdale said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, we had a whole conversation. We was like, man, Fizdale was just trying to tank last year, so he's gonna be a little bit more solid with the rotations this year. And Fizdale said, "Yeah, you thought."
Yeah, and who better to do it than Alonzo Trier?
Yeah.
Stole all my Peyton minutes, but shout out to the boy Devontae Graham, man.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling y'all, boy, that boy's gonna have a big year. I keep trying to tell people.
Yes,
but
what they call him, Mr. Consistency?
Yes, sir. That's what I call him, Mr. Consistency. That shot like water.
Yes,
he
sir.
hit that three better than he hit that mid-range.
Mm-hmm.
But, let's go ahead, get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. And once you do that, you get entered into Draft Dashboard's $20 giveaway.
Yes, sir.
Which, Draft Dashboard is a great DFS tool, my favorite tool to use. You get to see the top players of the day, the position optimizer, which breaks down all the stats down to a T, from projected ownership, projected points, projected value, fantasy points per minute, the hit percentage that gauges the percentage chance a player has to hit value. Super helpful tool. You got the DVPs, the Vegas totals, the pace of the games, a lot of good stats, man. You got the sleepers and studs, the player trends that break down different categories that help you kind of gauge who's ready to smash and who's ready to dud. You got the lineup optimizer, man, that spits out all the fire. The mass lineup generator for those of you that like the MME like myself in certain days. I never MME though on the start of the NBA season. I wait till kind of like 2-3 weeks in.
Yeah.
And then you got the late swap optimizer that helps as well for that last minute news, or if you just want to change up a bunch of things at once. And
the NBA cheat sheet.
For those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research, NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life, from the top locks of the slate to the top mid-range, top value, top studs. You get all of this in our custom player pool for every single sport when you use the link down below to sign up to my draft dashboard. And to find our custom players, all you do is just tap your watch players and hit that watch DFS Whisperers picks tab, and boom, all our players show up right there. And shout out to my Prizepicks. They're a dope DFS site. All you're doing is picking over and unders for players, not playing against any sharks, not playing against any thousands and thousands of people, just you versus you. And we give out our top 2 favorite props at the end of every video. Join the My Prizepicks fun by just clicking the link down below. Hit promo code WHISPER, and you get 25% of your first deposit matched. And also you get a 2-player free prop worth $25 if you get it right once you deposit. So let's go ahead and get into tomorrow's video. On top, you got the boy Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam, aka P Skills, with the 88 dash ranking going into this game against Chicago. Now,
and all the DVPs are current right now to this year, based off of the games that the teams have played.
Right. Dope. But yeah, with P Skills, I gotta roster this guy. I already told you guys from the start just to take a good look at his price. He started off at 7.6. He's now at 8.5. But my bold call for not just this game, but just the season in general for him, he's gonna be to us this year what AD was to us last year. Yeah. I know that's probably pretty bold to say, but the thing is, this is prime time Siakam now. There's no Leonard around. If you guys remember, if you played DFS consistently last year, whenever Leonard didn't play, which was a lot, he would actually crush. He would get those 60 burgers, damn near 70 burgers, And today, actually, against Boston, he started off in foul trouble, but he still finished the game with 46. So when it comes to the studs and my locks, I'm loving P Skills. So
P Skills,
I'm gonna roster him. What is he? He gives you about 1.1 fantasy points per minute. They have him projected at 48.
Sir.
But I'm going to take the over on P skills. Who you got?
I got my boy Josh Hart, and I'm gonna show some love, to my Fanduel peoples as well. Trust me, I don't forget y'all. Every play we put up here is calculated for both sites. Shout out to the man Greg Knepp. He's been a fan for the longest, man, ever since day one. He wanted me to kind of incorporate a little bit more of Fanduel values as well. And I think Josh Hart is great tomorrow again. Like I said from day one, if Josh Hart is below 4K or below 5K on FanDuel and playing 30 minutes or close to 30 minutes, he's a lock every slate. Like, we always wanted Josh Hart when we knew he's going to play minutes in LA, because we all know, even if you don't think he's a good real-life player, he's a great DFS player. And he's playing in a matchup where he's shown us 30-point upside before already. So I can love this spot. It's going to be a fast-paced game. Not much defense will be played. So you could easily see a double-double Josh Hart here, and he gets steals as well. He'll get your blocks and all of that. So love him at 3.6 on DK. Love him at 4.2 on FanDuel. Last five against Houston. The ones that he was pretty much primarily a bench player, like nowhere near the role he has here. He had an 8-16. And then the games where he saw moderate enough minutes of 24, 26, and 33. All are great scorers, apart from the 8 for his price tag.
Most def.
Yep, he's a 0.7 fantasy point per minute guy, which you could argue that's going to go up in a second. Projected for about 24, which is 6.7 times value. So so even a 24 is well over 5 times value for him tomorrow. So love the spot for Josh Hart tomorrow.
And while we're talking about value, I'm gonna go to my next pick. Trey Lyles of the San Antonio Spurs, man. I remember when this man played for Denver. I actually used to love picking him as value, even when he played garbage minutes for Denver. But now this man
put it together, man.
Oh yeah, he can put it together quick. And this man's a starter now for San Antonio. Now opening night versus the New York Knicks. He almost put up a double-double. He was 2 points shy.
Yep.
But he put up about 24 on DK. And right now he's at a $3,700 price tag. So for, if I'm a roster a player at sub 4K, I love rostering forwards, who'll get you those rebounds and those peripherals, because they could put it together quicker than a guard who's sub 4K.
Yep.
Unless it's Josh Hart, because Josh Hart gets in there and gets those rebounds too.
Yep.
But Trey Lyles will get you about 1 fantasy point per minute. He's projected to get about 23 in this game, and 52% chance to hit 5 times value. So
that's high for that price.
Yeah,
tag.
it really is. So if Trey Lyles gets this type of activity going for his new team, then I'm loving him as long as he stays around this price range.
Oh man, speaking of Josh Hart, now I know why he ran out of LA when he saw Dwight Howard show up.
Oh my God!
I mean, of course he did. He was gone before Dwight. I gotta make a Dwight joke, because this man out here fingering booty holes on live TV.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know what that was
about. Come on, Dwight Howard, man.
Yeah. You knew we could see you though, right? I mean, like there's cameras everywhere.
Like exactly, man.
Yeah.
Josh Hart just picked up his Fortnite gear and was gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like on the NOLA.
Yeah, that man took off running, didn't
he? Yeah, but I digress. Let's go ahead. Marcus Morris, 5,300. He burnt a lot of people today, including myself. But I'm going right back to the well tomorrow. And beautifully enough, he's playing Boston.
Yeah.
37 and a 19 the last 2 times he played against Boston, which is probably years ago. But still, man, as you can see, his first 5 games as a Knick, 31, 33, 41, 34, 40. So you knew eventually that one dud game was coming. But now that the dud game's out of the way, I like his chances, man, of tearing up Boston tomorrow. Now, Boston have been playing great. I got to throw some shout-outs to them. Got to shout out Jason Tatum and, Jaylen Brown, the boy from Atlanta. I got to say, man, I was one of the people that said he wasn't worth $115 million, but the way he's been playing lately, he's worth about 50% of it right now.
Yeah, I guess the benefits of no Kyrie Irving. I mean, the guy got to step up now. So
yep, that's true, man. He's been balling.
Yeah, Jada
had a 32 and a 46 so far this year.
Yeah, he's definitely on the radar now.
Yep, definitely. And Jason Tatum he's looking like he's finally stepped into the Jason Tatum that everybody thought he'd be after draft. Now, of course, it's only been 2 games, so but still, hey, sometimes you got to go with the recency bias sometimes, man.
Keep watching him.
And just keep going to the hot hand, because Jason Tatum's balling, and he could put it together. He scores in different ways. And while we giving honorable mentions before we both get into our last picks, the obvious, the James Harden.
Yeah, run James Harden. They lost the first game. James Harden's going to come back and score like
they lost the first game and Westbrook showed out. Now James Harden and Westbrook, even when the trade first happened, I told people these two guys are homeboys. They grew up together. So they'll play together very, very well.
They're going to be just fine.
They'll play together very well. But Harden saw what Westbrook did in his first game. And this matchup, it screams a 70-point Harden night.
Yeah, it does.
This matchup screams a 70-point Harden night. So just lock in Harden, man. Westbrook is definitely in play. Andre Drummond versus Embiid, if Embiid is healthy enough to go, because he's questionable right now. That matchup is always interesting because Embiid owns a lot of real estate in Drummond's mind. But check back before the slate locks where I have my updated player pool and, added a few extra players to the player pool where I'll go into depth on more of the other studs. Well, for my final pick on this video, I like Dejounte Murray. I'm going to sound like a broken record picking Dejounte Murray this year. Just love this kid, man. Love his game. I'm happy to see him back out there. He's 6,500 and 5,700 on DK, 65 on Fanduel. That's just too cheap for this guy's upside. He put up 42 in 24 minutes last game. Now he's playing a team that's much worse than the New York Knicks in Washington Wizards. So I just gotta run Dejounte in this spot, man. Love it, man. 5'7" for his upside. He's way too cheap.
Triple-double watch.
Yep. Every game. And like I said, too, this guy has developed a jump shot now. Y'all don't know how scary that is because that was one of the biggest ailments of his game. He couldn't really shoot. He was kind of like Ben Simmons. He'll do everything else and then just get those little layups and shit when at the rim. But right now he's shooting, and he even hit a 3 last game. Y'all might think that I'm over exaggerating, but you should have heard those Spurs commentators when he hit that 3. They were celebrating.
Like the Ben Simmons reaction.
Exactly, bro. So I really love him in this spot. 52% chance to hit 5 times value. Projecting for about 31. Lock in the boy Dejounte Murray tomorrow. I hate saying the word lock him in, though.
That sounds a lot better than jam him in. I don't know where you got that expression from.
Jam him in.
But anyway.
Jam him into your lineups.
You said team jam him in.
Yeah, team jam him into your lineups.
All right, Dwight Howard is now watching. But now, my last pick is
the chat.
My last pick is Trae Young. Now, I know one thing that's not an ailment of his shooting. Did y'all see him on opening night against Detroit?
He kept on pulling up from the P all sorts of ways.
Bro, and they interviewed him after the game. They was like, did you realize you shot from the logo? He was like, no, I didn't know. Once I'm in range, I just let it go. I'm like, oh, damn. So welcome to second year Trae Young.
Yep, he a sharpshooter out here.
Sharpshooter. Steph Curry 2.0. Got a little bit of Steve Nash in his game.
Yes.
Might want to watch him. He's at 8,800. He will be a low ownership. Trae Young is always lowly owned. So this is he's priced at 8,800, but I'm fixing him in as one of those ownership plays, and because he could compete with some of the top studs on the slate. I mean, we've seen it time and time and again. So he got a 73 dash ranking going into this matchup against Orlando. We'll give you about 1.2 fantasy points per minute. They haven't projected about 40, but I'm having Trae Young averaging a strong double-double this year with points and assists. And Trae's rebounding more this year so far from what we've seen through preseason and opening night. We're seeing him get down in that paint and get boards.
Yep.
So you got to look out for Trae, man. Peripheral city, and then
and he's cutting down the turnovers as well, which is nice.
Yeah, so far so good, and he has a few more weapons around him.
Yep.
Few second-year players. Jabari Parker coming off the bench. He's going to be pretty good for us, but I'm liking Trae Young.
Don't sleep on Red Velvet either.
Red Velvet, Kevin Huerter. They don't call him, Red Mamba.
Nah, they don't call him Red Mamba.
That was Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah, but they did give Kevin Huerter the Red Mamba thing a little bit too last year.
But he's Red Velvet now.
Yeah, he's Red Velvet now.
So we got to watch him. He's going to be one of those beneficiaries of Trae Young's assist. But look out for Ice Trae.
Ice Trae, man. But that's all our picks for the video today, guys. Let me hit up my prize picks real quick. See what they got on the board for today. Got Winslow at 34, Bam at 33, Embiid at 55, Drummond at 50. If Embiid is healthy, I actually would be inclined to go under on Drummond. If Embiid is ruled in, 61 for Giannis against Heat. Ooh wee. Trae Young at 46. Last time he was at 40, I told y'all to go over, and that worked out. Aaron Gordon against Atlanta is interesting, but last time he played Atlanta, he screwed me over.
He said pass. Right,
yeah.
Let me see. Jason Tatum, that's too close.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the board right now to see if anything like stands out. Because Siakam against Bulls, that's very, very interesting.
Lauri Markkanen bounce back over on 38.
Sabonis at 38 against Cleveland is very, very close.
I'm tempted to go over on Siakam. I mean, like I said, 47 for me this year. Siakam is
take a look at some stuff right here from Draft Dashboard. That's how you could use Draft Dashboard for Prizepicks as well.
Because I know some of those Siakam numbers is based off of Leonard playing too last year. So.
Yep, I want to see what Zach. Well, let's see. I know Van Fleet. Yep, I knew he had a history of playing well against Chicago, but 6,200, I still like him. Yeah, Van Fleet has a history of playing well against Chicago. He's Levine. Wow, his history against Toronto sucks. 19 and a 17.
So if you want to use the history to base your props off of, then go under on Zach LaVine.
Well, I think I like Malcolm Brogdon though. If he's gonna be, because he's like I said, at the start of the season, he's gonna be handling the ball a lot. So that equals more assists, and he also scores. He's always a lock for 30. So I think 35. Malcolm Brogdon could hit that tomorrow and get you at least a 36 if his assists are going.
I can see it.
And then
that's a lot of these are close.
Yeah, they're very close right now. To start the season is always hard because you don't know which players are on beast mode for real or which players are just kind of showing out a little too early.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
But Drew has been terrible lately.
Yeah, he has. But when? You know what I'm saying? Like when?
And it's the Rockets. It's them Rockets. He has a 52, 44, 28, and a 22. So he's a 50% on that prop.
RJ Barrett at 30, man. I'm tempted to go over on that.
Against them Celtics, I go over on Barrett.
Yeah.
Against them C's, I go over on Barrett. So I'd say Barrett and Brogdon are our overs for today. And if I were to take a under, if Embiid is healthy, if we get news in time that Embiid is healthy, I'll take the under on Drummond.
Most def.
But, appreciate all the love, guys, man. These were all our picks for today. Follow the socials, Twitter at DFS Whisperers, Instagram at the DFS Whisperers. If you want to join the chat, hit us up. Shout out to the Club DC or DFS Space, Skywalker DFS, and us. Check out their website, man.
Awesome.
Yep.
And we hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope y'all were able to make some pretty good money tonight. So we're going into Sweet DFS Saturday. Got to bring that back. Yeah, play more Tiers, man. Tiers has been off to a great start,
yo.
I
started playing that between NFL and NBA. I'm 8-0 right now.
Yeah, Tiers has been pretty solid. I used to not mess with it, but I'm starting to get into it too. But anyway, guys, we hope y'all go out there and get some money. We wish each and every one of you a nice, hefty bag. Let's go into this day with a new hope and a new vigor. And you know what else?
We out.
We out here. Whisper Squad.
Enough with the Dwight Howard jokes.
No.